What's up, everybody? It's Caleb. Today I wanted to talk about AI and how the development of AI is going to explode over the next several years. I'll leave a link to a good article and research done by ARK Invest. Now, think what you will about ARK. They've been a little aggressive with a lot of their projections and they're not always correct, but I think it paints a picture of what AI can do to the marketplace. And today we're going to be going over 6 stocks that I think you can invest in to take advantage of this AI explosion, especially in the enterprise software space, and more specifically in the software space, and how AI is going to kind of change a lot of the current workforce we have. And obviously with that will come some growing pains. People won't want to give up those specific jobs to move to AI. But ultimately we've seen with any new technological development, if it lowers costs for the company, for the business, if it lowers costs, accelerates growth, they're going to make that move, even though it can be hard and cut some jobs. We've already seen it significantly recently in the cloud data change. A lot of IT departments kind of had to make a bunch of layoffs and shift a lot of what was currently held in-house to on the cloud, and transferring their businesses over may have been an initial expense, but it saves a ton of money over the long run. So let's get into the 6 stocks I think that are gonna really explode with this. Now, with ARK's article, they talked about how AI is going to increase, or they project it's going to increase at a 20% CAGR over the next 8 years, which I think is probably a little steep. Productivity, they expect it at a 5,000 times what it is currently by the end of 2025, which is only 3 years away. I don't see that really happening, but even if it's half of that, that's still crazy change, crazy fast development. And these are 6 stocks I think that are going to benefit from it. So let's first get into the processing of it. NVIDIA, AMD, you need chips, you need you need semiconductors, you need that in order to take advantage of the AI. You need those type of processing systems. They have to be able to process data really fast, really efficiently. And the 2 stocks I see, or 2 companies I see that are best positioned to attack that, are NVIDIA and AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. I just think they are so far ahead in that processing department that people are gonna go to those chips, especially with the new US CHIPS Act being passed. There's gonna be a lot of inflows in cash into that market. So I look at those 2 to really outperform the market as there's a significant shift to AI in the upcoming years. So those are 2. Tesla. Now, Tesla, you could put in so many different industries. Why am I putting a car company in AI? Well, because Tesla doesn't just have their cars. They have their humanoid robots that will basically run completely on artificial intelligence. They have autonomous driving that needs machine learning and artificial intelligence in order to develop. And speaking of AI, I think they have their AI day coming up here in September, towards the end of September. So a couple things to look out for. I'm not sure what they're going to talk about there, but I assume we're going to get an update on the robots and how those are progressing. But Tesla is one that's going to benefit from this shift to AI, especially with those 2 departments, with the robots as well as their cars, which are essentially robots on wheels if they're able to be autonomous, which I think we all see that eventually that's going to happen. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take. So that's another one. Let's get into ticker symbol AI, which is C3.ai. Now, they are an enterprise software system that specializes in artificial intelligence. They seem positioned well to really explode. They're only projecting pretty modest growth right now, between 23 and 25%, I think, this year. They release earnings towards the end of this week, so I'll keep an eye out for that. I like the company a lot. I think that they're in a pretty good position. They are a market leader, so growth might be slow the next year. However, after that, as AI improves, especially with productivity, they will most likely see a large increase there. So another one is Snowflake, ticker symbol SNOW, Snow. Now they are creating several products along that are focused with the machine learning and AI-driven data science that I think have the potential to do really well. They're just a company that's very forward-thinking, and I think they're going to be driven by how quickly they can adopt this AI, and then they also have just a massive customer base that they can essentially go to sell those products to. And as that becomes more efficient, they'll be in a really good position to benefit off that as well. Now, Micron is another one that I think is obviously in a really good position. They manufacture memory chips. I think there will be quite the need for that type of hardware, that type of platform in order for this really to catch hold. Now Micron has their hands in several aspects that are really important as far as technology and growth there. Now, I'm not sure how much of this will eat up other parts of their business, but they should be in really good position for AI, 5G, cloud computing, even the automotive sector. Everything needs memory chips in order to grow and adapt, and so they seem like they're really well positioned to grow on that as well. So let me know what you think about these 6 stocks. Once again, I think these are my 6 favorite right now, and as new companies go public and as more companies get into the artificial intelligence space, this will obviously change and adapt, but hopefully that gives you an idea of stocks to look at when it comes to artificial intelligence and how quickly are we going to adapt this type of technology, and how I guess worrisome will the market get as AI improves and continues to get better and learns. And I think it's going to be quite the upward trajectory as far as how fast AI becomes a part of our everyday, I guess, world, everyday experience. I mean, we're already seeing it with the Amazon Echoes of the world, the Google, Google's being able to quickly have that voice recognition, and the way platforms and softwares and companies adapt based on what they hear you talking about, based on what you're searching online, and those type of AI-driven softwares are obviously already here. And what is that going to look like in 3 to 4 years from now? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.